Hi everyone, I'm Katie with OceanCity.com, and I am so happy to be here with Todd Park Mohr of Big Head Todd and the Monsters. Todd, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So I have to come first off and ask you, Big Head Todd and the Monsters, where's the name coming from?
Well, we've been a group for over 40 years, and we started out in high school, and we needed a name. And I had an idea to call it Big Head Todd and a side of beef, but the guys didn't quite like that. So we settled on Monsters. And we never really thought it was the best name in the world, but you just kind of get stuck with it. It's hard to change a name if people start to like your band. So that's basically all I got.
Well, I don't think that the side of beef would actually, I think that we guys stuck with, I think it was good.
I'm glad.
I
I'm
think you
glad to
guys
think
made a right choice on that. So you started in 1986, right?
so. Around there, yeah. We met in high school in 80. I met Brian in 83 actually, and we ended up going to college together, and that's basically when we started this band.
So when you decided to start this band, did you think that it would become as grand and the experiences that you have had? Did you even like what the concept back then? Was it this big?
Of course not. No, you never know where you're going when you start a band, and we're still a little bit surprised by our continued success.
So what kind of like sound were you guys looking for when you started? Or has the sound like kind of changed throughout the years?
Yeah, I'm a fan of blues and R&B. I was started out, my favorite records were Aretha Franklin at the Fillmore West and Ray Charles. I became an Albert King and BB King fan. And so we kind of started out that way, but then like every rock band, we decided to take matters into our own hands and write our own music. And so we just kind of fell into being, I think, what we would describe as a just a rock and roll band, which means kind of a mishmash of a lot of stuff.
Well, I think Mishmash actually, like the whole Ocean's Calling concert, I feel like is a mishmash of really great, acts. We've got Blink 182, we've got you guys, we've got Pigeons playing ping pong. What do you think is one of the best things about having a mishmash genre like for Ocean's Calling?
I love it. I think that's what festivals are and should be about is the diversity of the bill and bringing all kinds of people together to enjoy all kinds of different music. I think it's very people underestimate how diverse our musical tastes are. Everybody's musical tastes are pretty diverse, and so it's terrific to have a diverse and a lot of variety in a festival.
So I see you're in some type of studio, it looks like, or you have some
Yeah.
instruments behind you. So what exactly, like what instruments do you play?
Well, I play several instruments poorly. I play guitar pretty well. Sax was my first instrument, saxophone. I have a lovely B3 organ behind me, which is one of my favorite instruments. But again, I play that sort of. But I'm also I would say my best instrument is my voice. I think I'm a better singer than I am an instrumentalist.
So I've been listening to all of the different bands like prepping for Ocean's Calling, and you do have a very distinct, I don't want to say melodic voice, but it is just very distinct and very soothing to me. So
Oh,
I
thank
like
you.
it is just it's one of the best, better voices I would say, like coming to Ocean's Calling. So I really look forward to coming and seeing you guys live.
Nice. We look forward to being there.
So I was also looking on Spotify. Your number one song is Bittersweet,
Uh-huh, probably.
and it's been played over 22 million times.
Wow.
Like that's incredible. Like when you're
That
thinking
is.
like either your high school band, like what do you think the success? Like where's the success coming from?
Hmm. Well, I think we're lucky enough to have songs that people relate to. And when we had our early success, uh, people say, you're my favorite band, or this is my favorite song. And that's such a big deal to us. It's just super special when somebody says, even you're in my top 10, that's a big deal. But I like to, I like to write songs about relationships. And I think everybody everybody, if they're a person, has to relate to somebody and can relate to something that's being said about relationships. And so I don't know. I think that that's my hot button.
Like if people are able to connect to your music, I feel like that's like a great, like you said, like that connection really just makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So who are you looking forward to seeing this weekend? We've got Blink, we've got OAR,
Yeah, I'd love to see Blink
Traveler.
182. I also like on the day that we're there, Bare Naked Ladies are there, and they're one of my favorites. So Blues Traveler, obviously, and yeah, I'm gonna just hang out and see everybody I can.
Well, I can't wait to see you. God or Todd, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to see you Sunday from 2 to 3 at the
Oh
Rockville Stage.
no, I got my little
Oh my
Frenchie.
goodness. Who's that? Ah, who do we have?
This is Walter. He's
Oh,
my musical muse.
is
He's
he going to
whispering
be,
melodies right now.
will he
Oh
be joining us at Ocean's Calling or
yeah,
does he have to stay
unfortunately
home?
not.
Well, Walter and Todd, thank you for joining us. We're going to see you at Ocean's Calling 2 to 3 at the Rockville Stage.
Far out. Thank you so
Thank you
much. Looking
so
forward to it.
much. We'll see you then.
Bye.